Hey, madam. I need your help with something. I to see Gary.
And?
Things got physical. Zach, where are you going?
He's dead, bro.
Gary's forcing me to marry him.
You let me see what Miss Marie can do.
You gotta kill him.
What happens when you kill someone? You go to jail.
Wedding's about to start. You don't want to miss it.
Well, folks, I just compiled a list of 20 characters, all in the name of trying to figure out, okay, who is going to take out Gary in the season finale next week. Goodness gracious. Now, obviously, some of these characters are more unlikely to do the deed than others, but to simply put it, I'm thinking that the season finale is going to end at the wedding venue, which strangely enough, no one's there because you had Madison, the wedding planner, a couple episodes ago telling Gary and Andy, oh, this will be the wedding of the century. And I'm like, okay. So then he goes to the baby shower. Gary goes to the baby shower to crash it, invites everyone aside from Zach and Fatima, and then disinvites everyone. And then when you look at the trailer, we see Hudson, Andy, we know Gary's there, and he's like, look, you better make sure your friends don't try anything stupid. And then obviously there's going to be the person who's officiating the wedding, so a priest or whoever. So that's 4 people right there. And in terms of who we see roll up to the venue, we see Sabrina, Karen, and Danny. Now, in the trailer, the girls at Sabrina's trying to figure out a way to save Andy, and Danny's like, we got to kill him. Sabrina's like, yeah, you kill somebody, what happens? You go to prison. So I don't know if they're going to murder Gary, but in the trailer, I think Gary's on the phone with someone saying, hey, the wedding's about to start. You won't want to miss it. So who's he talking to, considering he told everybody not to show up? Now, we know Jordan is ticked off, so he might try to stop this wedding from happening because he's on the phone with Andy, and he's like, Jordan, the next time you see me, me and Gary will be married. So maybe this dude is like, you know what? Because Rich, and to an extent, Tony's like trying to reel him in, like, bro, don't waste, your opportunity to win this election by doing something you're going to regret to try to get Andy back. So I'm thinking Jordan's like, you know what? Bump it. I'm going to meet them at the altar. All right. And I'm thinking if Jordan goes, Rich and Tony might roll up as well to support their boy. Like, how the girls, like, let's say, Danny is like, you know what? All right, he's got to die. Sabrina and Karen might go to try to, reel her in or just be there to support their friend or stop this wedding from happening. So you got the bros and you got the sisters showing up. Now, even though Zach learns from Fatima about what went down, the physical altercation outside of Gary's building, Zach is like, no, he's dead. I'm going to take care of it. I'm thinking that Fatima and Zach don't show up because I think that Fatima kind of reels Zach in by going, no. Babe, I already called my cousin. She's going to fix it. But the thing is, if you go down there, you might inadvertently get caught in the crossfire. So keep your ass here. I done made the call and she'll keep me posted. All right. So I'm thinking, even though Zach really wants to take care of Gary himself, he's like, oh, wow. Okay. You made the call. Yeah. All right. Now, is Madam herself coming? I don't know. Madam could send representatives of, to take care of Gary, but considering her cousin got shoved, kind of like with Deja, she's going to make a personal visit herself. So I got a little asterisk by Madam here, but I don't know. It would be cool to see KJ and Eva sharing the screen again. So I don't know. I'm putting an asterisk by Madam's name because we know she will somehow get involved, but I don't know if she's going to do it personally or send some, thugs down there to take care of it. Now, Hayden finds out after swiping Tamara's phone that, they've been having an affair. Now, originally I'm like, okay, I hope Tamara has nothing to do with this because, if, let's say, she's jealous of the fact that Andy and Gary are getting married, meaning that Gary really isn't feeling her, she'll try to get revenge. That's just way too weak of an option for me. I'm thinking that Tamara is just going to gloat over the fact that Hayden finds out about their affair, considering that she found out about his affair with Marie, and the fact that he lost the case. Andy's the one that won it for Marie, so he's not getting the partner promotion because he's looking mighty tired and disheveled in the trailer. So he finds out about the affair and he is just pissed off. So I'm thinking he's crying in the car, so maybe he jumps in his car to go confront Gary. So he might show up at the venue. Now, we have Andy, speaking of the whole case of Marie, she, for whatever reason, is telling Marie about Gary forcing him to marry her. And I think in a, symbolic twist here, Andy, thanks to Maurice, helped Marie secure her fortune from her cheating, soon-to-be ex-husband. And in return, Marie's probably going to help her out by, okay, you save me by helping me, finalize the divorce of my marriage to keep my fortune. And because my husband was cheating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step in, see what Miss Marie can do to make sure you don't have to marry this toxic ass dude. And being a billionaire, I have no idea what she's going to do. It could be so many, deus ex machina things, whether it be screw over, Gary financially by having the feds restrain him or something. Because remember, she's aware that the feds came down on his company earlier in the season, or something else entirely. Again, I have no idea. Maybe she outright buys Gary's business or something. But then again, if she buys it, that means he gets it, the money. I have no idea. Marie's going to cook up something. All right. She's going to cook up something. Now, also, when I mentioned Sabrina, Danny, and Karen showing up for their girl, I don't know if Maurice will show up too. We know Maurice might show up, but that might be for comedic effect, which I don't think we necessarily need in a scene like this. So I'm putting an asterisk by Maurice. I don't think he's going to be the one to do anything aside from just show up. Here's where we get to the interesting picks. Now, Ethan, fans are suspecting he's some sort of mole, especially based on his reaction to the photos and videos that he got of Jordan with the drugs and the alcohol and the prostitutes and whatnot. And, I'm thinking some people are like, what if he's like a double agent or something? And by extension, some people feel the same way about Hudson. What if he's like undercover for the cartel or something? Or what if he's an FBI agent as well? I don't know. It just seems, I don't think that's the case. I feel like that's too... Hudson, no, I think he's Team Gary. Ethan is a loose cannon, I think. I don't know. We only saw him one last time when he was helping Jordan with a speech of, I think, the episode before last, but that was it. So I don't even know if he's in this episode. Next up, we have Penelope, who told Andy she wants an eye for an eye. Like, this dude needs to go down for killing my baby. So it's like one of those situations where, do you think Penelope will just randomly pop up and shoot him? Possibly. Will Andy no, I don't think Andy's going to do anything. People might be like, it's like, Divorce in the Black, the movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez. Like, Andy just can't take it anymore and she's going to be the one to finish off Gary or something. No, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to be it. Another twist. What if the cartel comes after Gary? Because remember, he was trying to use the cartel against Jordan because of that $100,000 he donated to the campaign. But what if on the flip side, the cartel comes after Gary for whatever reason? Like, oh, Jordan's not the one to, mess around for money. It was you, because guess what? The feds found out about your ill-gotten gains, and as a result, your company's under investigation. So maybe Gary's FBI investigation shined a light on his illegal activities to the point that the cartel have the FBI knocking on their door. So maybe Gary gets taken out because his, illegal activities have started, people poking and prodding his methods of business, leading to them getting the police light shown on them. So maybe the cartel decided to take him out in retaliation, possibly. Then we get to the last two. Now, this goes to my theory of, I think we as an audience will not see who, I'm just going to say Gary gets shot, shoots Gary. I'm thinking the last two candidates. Robin is coming in season 8. We saw from that one behind the scenes photo, Robin will be in season 8. Will he come back for revenge because, you know, Gary's about to marry the woman he liked and then he got booted from the company? I don't know. Maybe Robin lost it all and he's blaming Gary for it. And he's like, you SOB, you're dead. I don't know. But the last person, I got to talk about her, folks. My baby Jasmine. Oh, my baby Jasmine. What if Jasmine is the person to do it? You know, I don't know how exactly she would have gotten out of jail or prison. We know she's behind bars, but I don't know how. But what if she, oh Lord, what if Marie helps? Marie, she told Annie, let me see what Miss Marie can do. What if Marie is the one who somehow gets Jasmine out of jail? And as a result, Jasmine pops up at the venue and she tries to take Gary out. That actually makes sense when you think about it. But either way, look, I know people are like, Jeremy, she's gone, she's not coming back. Say what you will about these writers, but they have been making strides of making season 7 harken back to season 1. We've had returning characters like Miss Lisa. And even though Aaron was only gone for a short time, he did come back this season. And I'm like, you know, we're seeing the sisters hanging out more like they used to in the old days. And, you know, some of these characters are unfortunately regressing back to the way they were. You know, Maurice is back at the bank with Sabrina, you know, going back to that season 1 dynamic they had. And I don't know. I mean, we're, you know, Danny hanging out with Zach again like they used to when they worked together. Talking about Aaron's ex-wife who, you know, killed herself in season 1. I think Jasmine might be involved somehow. And look, my love of Crystal Lee Naomi aside, please do not think I'm biased for saying this, but it just makes sense. Or it could be that one chick, I forget her name. Remember the junior prom date that Gary had who mysteriously disappeared, the one that Penelope confronted him over and then she got tossed to the ground? What if it's her? I doubt it though, but I think Jasmine Borders makes the most sense to me, but that's just me. So folks, I got Fatima, Zach, Madam, Marie, Hayden, Tamara, Ethan, Hudson, Jordan, Rich, Tony, Sabrina, Danny, Karen, Penelope, Jasmine, Andy, Cartel, Robin, and Maurice. 20 freaking characters. Man, this is wild. So the writers are definitely setting things up. To be completely honest, I do hope we have a, you know, lengthy hiatus. That way the finale happens and then we're all like, okay, what the F just happened here? Like, who did it? So let's talk about in the comments below, out of all these suspects, who do you think will be the one to take Gary down? Is there anyone that I might have missed out on? Because let me read through the list one more time. Fatima, Zach, Madam, Marie, Hayden, Tamara, Ethan, Hudson, Jordan, Rich, Tony, Sabrina, Danny, Karen, Penelope, Jasmine, Andy, the Cartel, Robin, Maurice. Who do you think is going to be the one to take this dude out? Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.